When it comes to anime fighters, the hardcore fighting game community seems to pick them up for their fast-paced action and intricate combo variety. However, developer Arc Systems Works' approach to Granblue Fantasy Versus seems more like an attempt to include casual fans of the franchise while creating a unique fighting game experience, unlike one you'd find out today. In a sea of other fighters, Granblue Fantasy Versus manages to stand out in several areas with its systems. However, the game's RPG mode leaves much to be desired.
I'm really friggin' pissed right now. And you look like some stress relief.
Leave this to me!
Granblue Fantasy Versus brings the Granblue Fantasy world to console. Based on the popular gacha mobile game and anime series, you'll find yourself on a brand new adventure starring a roster of 11 characters. The size of the roster is a real issue at first, but after a few hours, each of the characters' unique skill set stands out. By design, it seems like the battle system is kept simple and straightforward. Attacks are tied to light, medium, and heavy attacks, along with special attacks. Connecting an attack begins an auto combo that follows up with consecutive hits. This alleviates any pressure of the player to remember complicated combinations, which usually works out quite well. Furthermore, skilled players will be able to respond to these attacks by using a handful of abilities each character has. Each ability is tied to R1 and must be combined with an attack action. When used, the abilities need to recharge, but it all happens rather quickly. Learning how to connect these attacks is pretty simple, as the game doesn't include elements of juggling or 30-hit combos. If you've never touched a fighting game before, it's possible to pick this up and find comfort knowing that the learning curve for the game is low. I will say that the game's tutorial is refreshing to play. It takes its time showing you each of its attacks, which pretty much works the same for every character. There were some characters that I enjoyed more than others, but I should mention that Granblue Fantasy Versus is kind of slow. During fights, you'll have to react and respond to enemy combos. Knowing each character's movesets will benefit you, as some characters match better with others. Whether you're a mid-ranged fighter or like to keep things up close and personal, multiple characters will fit your playstyle. If you're used to the speed of Dragon Ball fighters, well, you won't find that here, but that doesn't hurt Granblue Fantasy Versus' appeal. Where Granblue Fantasy Versus struggles is found in the RPG mode, which doesn't seem to know what it wants to be. There are gacha elements tied in with beat-em-up and visual novel storytelling. This mismatch of genres takes place through the game's story, where some of the characters have lost their memories due to a powerful dark force. After the first set of missions is cleared, you'll have played everything that the RPG mode has to offer. The gacha elements tied into its weapons, where players can upgrade and manage elemental damage, is there, but doesn't really need to be touched until the last few boss battles. The RPG mode itself will take about an evening to get through, while you add more characters to the roster and get to the bottom of the terrible events happening around the world. Each mission is the same, as you drop in and have to fight a few waves of enemies. This goes on until the last boss. Luckily for those playing, the boss battles are unique and require some thought to get through them alive. What's kind of cool is that you can play with your friend if you want. Each mission allows a CPU or second player to join the battle. What's best about the Granblue Fantasy Versus is that RPG mode is not the only thing that the game has to offer. The arcade and online rank mode quickly show you everything the game does great. Mechanically, there's a little for everyone here. A fighting system that is simple to learn means you're probably in for some difficult matches coming your way. The game opens the door for anyone looking to step into the anime fighting community, and you might not find a game that does it better than this. Granblue Fantasy Versus is gorgeous. Character designs and animations mimic their anime style designs perfectly. This level of detail transcends into the game's stages, which change if a match goes to a third round. Each attack and ability look amazing, and the game's quality only improved based on the love and care that the developers spent implementing these characters into the game.
Rose Queen shall test you. Prove yourselves.
Granblue Fantasy Versus is a game that stands out in the sea of other anime fighters with its approach to simplistic design. Fans of the mobile series will find it easily approachable, while fighting game enthusiasts will do their very best to learn how to read enemy attacks and respond accordingly. Granblue Fantasy Versus strikes a perfect balance within its systems, and it makes for hours of exciting matches. The RPG mode is something to go through once and probably forget about, but that's okay because arcade mode and ranked online matches will be there for you time and time again. Noisy Pixel is giving Granblue Fantasy Versus an 8. out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at NoisyPixel.net. NoisyPixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.